Yo, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Buy or Pass. No, we're going to call it Cop It or Drop It. This is a show where I talk about the new comics coming out on Wednesdays that I'm going to be buying, and hopefully this video helps inform you on some books coming out, maybe some stuff that you didn't know maybe you should pick up. So in this episode, we're going to talk about DC, we're going to talk about Marvel, and we're going to talk about independent titles that I'm going to be picking up, as well as a cover that, man, just in my opinion, looks beautiful. So I'll be back in 5 seconds. Yo, so welcome back, guys. Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, coming at you, and this is episode 2 of Cop It or Drop It. No longer Buy or Pass for me, but in this episode, we're going to talk about some books that I have on my pull list that I am looking forward to picking up, because we are back to having new comic book day, and this week is a big one because Marvel is officially back. For the past couple weeks we've had DC last week, and I think the week before that we had indies coming out, but this week Marvel is officially back to new comic book day. I hope you like the setup. I'm trying something new. So as you can see right next to me, I have Midtown Comics open. I talked about it last week, how I don't necessarily order from Midtown, but I like to use the Midtown website to see what books are coming out, all the covers. It's just a really great website to use for, Wednesday Warriors, just to kind of see what's coming out. There are other websites to use. I think Preview Worlds. What's another one? I don't know any others because I use Midtown. So let's get into it. Here is the front page of Midtown Comics, and we're going to start with DC. There's only one DC title that I have on my pull list, but I will say that my favorite cover of the week comes from a DC title. So the first book up is Batman Beyond, issue number 43. This is the regular A cover, $3.99, written by Dan Jurgens. Artwork inside is done by Sean Chen and Sean Parsons, but this cover is done by Dustin Nguyen, and I am a huge fan of Dustin Nguyen's artwork. It really has this like a watercolor type of feel. Now this is a different look to his covers, as you can tell here, but I think this is just an awesome cover with the red and the blacks in there, some grays. I love this cover. So this is the start of a brand new storyline. We finished that Batwoman Beyond story. Terry McGinnis has his memories back, so he is back to being the Batman Beyond. So this is my one and only pull for DC this week. Let's keep it going. Marvel is going to be next. Now there are 2 books from Marvel that I am very, very much looking forward to, and the first one's going to be Marauders. So Marauders, this is written by Gary Dugan. The artwork is done by Stefano Caselli. I'm going to show you a closer look at this cover. I have absolutely enjoyed reading Marauders, and I was so sad that it's been like 2 months since I've read a Marauders title. This has been such a great series. I can't wait to get back into it. And what's really crazy is there's only one cover. I don't know if Marauders was like that before. It might have been, but usually with these Marvel titles, you get at least 2 or 3 covers for it. But hey, one cover, so I don't have to worry about, hey, what cover do I want to pick up? There's only one, and that's the one that I'm going to be getting. I kind of forgot what was going on with Marauders before, but I know that Kate Pryde had died, and they weren't sure if they were going to be able to bring her back. So I don't know if this is going to pick up on that storyline. And then the second book that I'm picking up from Marvel this week is going to be Venom issue 25. Now this should be a really big title. It is a $6 book, which always hurts the wallet. This is a special oversized 25th issue, the Venom Island finale, written by Donny Cates. Artwork is done by Mark Bagley. Those two together have been incredible on Venom. I'm going to show you. This is the A cover. This is the one that I'm going to go after. It is drawn by Ryan Stegman, yet another awesome artist in the comic community. There are a ton of covers for this. As you can tell, covers go all the way up to N, which is a DF signed and remarked and all that craziness. I'm not all into that. I will tell you that one of the ones that I really did like was this black blank cover variant. Just a straight up black cover, but usually Marvel has been doing these blank variants and then they're charging you like $200 for them, but this one is just a regularly priced variant for Venom. So honestly, if I see this one, just because I would love to get somebody to draw, do some type of artwork on it for me. I'm not sure if we're gonna find out any more about Dylan in this 25th issue. I hope we are. So this has some spec behind it, in my opinion. I haven't seen anything online. I don't know any spoilers for it, but there's always been talk about Dylan, and we might find out more about him in issue 25. So I'm really looking forward to that. So guys, we covered DC, we covered Marvel. Let's get into the indies. Now there is only one indie title, and I looked through all the indies, man. I went IDW, Dark Horse, the whole indie list, Image, if you consider Image an indie, which I know, hey, we've already argued about that. But the only one that I saw that I'm interested in is called Disaster Inc. #1. This is from Aftershock Comics. It's written by Joe Harris, and the artwork is done by Sebastian Pires. So this cover is done by Andy Clark and Jose Villarrubia. There are 2 covers for it. The other one is like an incentive. It's a 1 in 25. So I'm more than likely not going to be able to find that at the LCS here in Augusta. With a lot of these Aftershock #1s, you won't really see a lot of comic shops ordering that heavy on it to be able to afford, to get the 1 in 25 or 1 in 15 or whatever it is. So the B cover for this might be kind of a ghost. If you do see it and it's at a great price, maybe a $10, I would probably pick this one up. And the story sounds awesome. It's set in Japan right after the earthquake that kind of messed up that nuclear power plant they had there, kind of in the same vein as Chernobyl. But this is kind of an alternate reality where things didn't go as well as it did in real life. And now, this city in Japan has shut down just like Chernobyl did. But there is a tourist outfit that if you have the money, if you have the means, if you're this powerful, they will take you to places that, other people can't afford, can't go to, or don't want to go to because there's government restrictions. So I'm guessing if you want to go to Chernobyl for some crazy ass reason and die of nuclear exposure, or this Disaster Inc., you want to go to this town in Japan that has been shut off for some reason. If you have the money, this tourism outfit, Disaster Inc., is going to take you there. So the story here does kind of intrigue me. I like that. I really enjoy that. So, and I like this A cover. I think this A cover is awesome. If they keep it as a virgin variant like this, I think this is going to be amazing. I love that samurai that you got there on the front, all in red. Kind of looks like a zombie look with that nuclear sign behind him. I think that, the radioactive sign, I think that's awesome. So those are the 4 books that I plan on picking up this week on Wednesday. Now, there is one cover that when I saw it was, wow, this is beautiful. I think this is absolutely beautiful, and it is done by an artist that we have seen a lot of recently, and that book is Justice League issue 45. Now, I was a huge fan of Justice League, about 3 months ago with the whole Justice League versus the Legion of Doom war and Perpetua. I thought it was an amazing read, but then they kind of finished it off very bluntly, and it didn't end well. And I picked up the next issue after that just to see, are they going to pick up, are they going to talk about what happened? And they don't. They just, whatever. What happened, and we're on to the next one. But I like this cover, and this is done by Dan Mora. Now, Dan Mora has been killing it on Once and Future. I absolutely love his artwork, and he did a couple covers for issue #1 of Folklords, which I thought were beautiful as well. So you got Dan Mora drawing the Justice League on this cover. I think it's beautiful, guys. And honestly, I try to stay away from just cover buys, but I'm probably going to pick this cover up if I see it. Now, in the SPEC world, I didn't really see anything out there that was SPEC worthy. Now, Disaster Inc., I said, if you see that 1 in 25 for at a great price, I would probably get that. It's a nice cover. Venom, issue 25, there might be some SPEC heat. We might start seeing some spoilers come out Tuesday night that would tell you, hey, go pick this up. Remember, as a collector, as a Wednesday warrior, what I like to do is go on comicsheatingup.com and CBSI, comicbookinvest.com. Now, if you're going to find any type of spoilers, those are the two websites to really use. I know Comics Heating Up is a really big one. If they get books early and there's some SPEC heat out there, they will actually post it on their websites. And I might make a video just kind of showing you guys these different websites that I use, because I want you to have as many tools in your toolbox to help you make informed decisions, right? I'm not the one to keep information to myself. I want to help every single one of you. So those are the new books that I'll be picking up this week. I'll be right back.
Half human, half animal. Thunder, 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 yes. Thundercats, Mama and Lionel, each sold separately.
I'm Mama. What's the sword of thunder?
With this secret power ring, battery not included, you can make Lionel's eyes light up. With Battlematic action, you control their swords.
That's what you think, Mama.
Thundercats, Mama and Lionel with light up eyes.
And we're back. I hope you like that commercial. Thundercats, one of my favorite cartoons and toys to play, back in the 80s. Guys, so I hope you enjoyed episode 2 of Cop It or Drop It. Not really anything I'm dropping off of my pull list as of yet, but there are some books that I'm copping, guys. And if you don't know, copping just means to buy, right? And I didn't want to use the buyer pass name because Rod DeRican, my homie, Just DeRican in his comics, has been using that name for so long. I don't want to confuse anybody. So this one's going to be called Cop It or Drop It. Let me know if you like that name. Remember to hit that subscribe button, join the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation. What books this week are you picking up on New Comic Book Day? Be on the lookout for my reviews of these books on Thursday, possibly Friday, depending on how work goes for me. I hope you have a great day. Let me know what you picked up. Check out the other videos on my channel. Have a great day. Comic Jabroni is.
It's over 9,000!